Will you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song. I care not for good life.
Hello, how are you? I thought I'd just do a really quick thing. I'm in the middle of editing something else. Hello phone attached to cord. But yeah, I just thought, do one of these things. I was just chatting with a friend, and for some reason we were talking about Shakespeare. And I have recently decided, just as a kind of before bed routine, that I want to start reading a little bit of Shakespeare before I go to bed. And Shakespeare is something that I've not talked about for some crazy reason. Shakespeare is incredible because when you really think about the things that Shakespeare wrote, it is such complicated English. He made up so many things, and yet the stories are so compelling. But it's this beautiful, incredible selection of pieces. I mean, when you just think about how Shakespeare is meant to be absorbed, they're plays and sonnets and spoken word that are meant to be performed by actors in a stretch where there are no moments to stop and ask people what they mean by certain things. When you are going to see a Shakespearean play, you half the time have no idea what it is that they're actually saying in the meanings of their phrases and their turns of words and their witty banter and puns and jokes that are just embedded entirely into every single piece of his. But, you know, so when you're experiencing these plays, you don't know what they're saying, but you can feel what's going on. You understand the story, and the stories themselves are so complicated and brilliant. And yes, I know the controversies around the fact that Shakespeare didn't write all of his stuff. I get it. But can we just... This entity that we know as Shakespeare is... On the flip side, despite the fact that these are meant for spoken word, when you sit down and have to study the English and the writing and the prose, you have to sit down and study it. It's so unlikely that someone could just sit and read Shakespeare and completely understand right off the bat. And so, if nothing will help me, it's a little bit of the complete works of William Shakespeare. Every night before bed, I came across a couple of his sonnets a couple weeks ago, and it made me continue to think about poetry, and I don't read enough poetry or academic writing or just classics, and this is, if nothing else, a perfect way to start. So I'm ready to have the bard shoved down my throat. Don't make a joke out of that. That would be awful. And I mean, look at, I'm gonna flip you around. Look at the pages. I mean, the writing and the font in them is just incredible. Oh gosh, my messy apartment. This is why we're back here. So that's what I plan on doing. And in the meanwhile, it's been raining almost every single day here, which to me is the best thing in the world. So I'm having an absolute blast. I spent like 3 hours yesterday cleaning out my closet, rearranging stuff, getting rid of things, and just generally tidying, and I swept in there for the first time in ages. I know that sounds gross, but I have a large walk-in closet in my apartment. So that felt awesome, and generally I am making do. I am doing what I can to push things forward, and it's working. It's working. So I'm gonna go to bed shortly. I'm gonna continue editing this for now, and I'm gonna expand my mind with this magical works. Hope you're doing well. Let me know what's going on with you. If you have actually any good poets that you think that you would like to recommend me, let me know. I have a few that I kind of always come back to, but any exciting writing or things that you've come across in your life, share it with me. I'd love to. And if it won't fit in the comments, you can tweet me, or yeah, tweet me. Send me a photo or a link. Anyway, see you later.